Let's get this show on the road with absolutely no plans whatsoever. Bad ideas, hot takes, and questionable wisdom, and the guys have no idea what's gonna happen next. Welcome to Three Dudes, One Mic with John, Steven, and Mike.
Before we started recording,
No, that was me.
y'all were laughing.
I always laugh
Okay.
for no apparent reason.
For no apparent reason.
Because I
You
think
didn't-
of shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes that's what happens. You think of stuff
I think of stuff,
and it makes you
not
laugh.
poop.
Makes you laugh. Like, it's crazy that the older Corey Feldman gets, he just winds up looking more and more like Jane Lynch. Sucks.
Who the hell's Jane
But-
Lynch?
Huh?
Who's that?
I don't know. She's been in stuff.
Well, who is it? I have no idea who you're talking about.
She's an actress.
See, now you're going to have to get into that.
Well, no, she's an actress. She's an older actress.
Jane Lynch?
Yeah, man, you'd recognize if you saw her.
Go ahead.
Anyway, the people listening out there, some of y'all are going to know who I'm talking about. And you're going to come back and be like, it's pretty messed up that you'd say Corey Feldman kind of is starting to look like Jane Lynch. He's kind of like he's kind of like looking a little bit like that. He's been slicking his hair back. So he kind of also looks like that one dude from the 80s, Max Headroom. Remember that little?
Oh, the
Come
one
on,
from
yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
The Yamo in front of the
Yeah.
TV. Michael McDonald. Yeah. Okay.
That one. So anyway,
Okay.
that being said,
There's a fly on your hair.
we've got a fun episode ahead of us today.
Fantastic topic.
We're going to let John go ahead and let us in on what we're going to be talking about
Well,
today.
we're going to be talking about a whole lot of the best of anything we could think of, from snacks to movie villains, the toys we played with growing up, and best fast food items in San Antonio. Who has the best fast food? That'd be a good one. 'Cause there's a lot of places now.
Who has the best fast? Who or what type of food?
Well, I guess you can use both. Because, I mean, if you're saying like pizza, then it could be a number of places. Or if you say burgers, that could be a number
Well,
of
I guess the
places.
best fast food is going to be dependent on, obviously, it's going to be because of the style of food they make. So it kind of would go in and in. Best fast food. Well, if we're literally talking about fast food, I'm not going to even pick Mexican food
Okay.
because that's like here in San Antonio, it's like Taco Cabana and Las Palapas, and that,
Like the major chains.
and they don't hold a candle to
Or the chain restaurants, not the hole in the wall taquerias.
Exactly. So fast food, huh? Well, okay, I've got one.
All right.
Probably for fast food. And I'm not talking like a restaurant that you like can DoorDash. I'm talking like pretty much like sort of in and
That
out.
you kind of have to go. You have to drive there to get the food.
You have to drive there to get it. I mean, everyone delivers, but you know, ideally. And I'm going to say this only because it takes like 10 minutes to make and then you're out the door.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Marco's Pizza. I don't know what it is about Marco's.
they're pretty good.
It's pretty
They're
good.
pretty
I think
good, yeah.
we've had them. They don't. Oh no.
It's like that's like one of the only things that like you don't wake up in the middle of the night with like the heartburn devil like looking at you.
You ever had
Mhm.
Jets? I think it's Jets.
No, you live on the north side, bro.
Oh, they have like a. I want to say it's Jets, and they had like the square. Like they cut the pieces into squares.
Oh, wow.
I kind of like that for a while, but now I'm going back to Little Caesars for the pizza.
Little Caesars.
Like they
is
make
good.
some good pizza now. Before, I never
Mhm.
thought they were good. I always thought it was cheap.
I
Like
feel like
that's
Little-
where you go when you want fast freaking pizzas.
I don't know. I feel like Little Caesars is like the equivalent to like McDonald's fries. You got to eat it hot. There's no reheating it. You know what I mean? Don't think you're cool with the air fryer trying to reheat McDonald's French fries. It's not going to work. So what would your pick be then?
Oh,
Fast
for
food.
for pizza or
No,
just
no,
fast food in
Your
general?
pick. Like I picked Marco's as both. I mean, my go-to fast food would be probably pizza, and it would be Marco's.
I mean, I want to say Whataburger.
Yeah.
Like that's my, like when I'm hungry and I can't decide what I want, I'm just like, yeah, screw it, Whataburger.
Mm.
Not like that.
But I mean, there's a lot of play. Like when we eat on base at was it Popeyes?
Yeah.
I like their ghost pepper chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, like Chick-fil-A, their spicy chicken, you know.
Mm.
I was
Like
going to
that,
go
I
with
mean-
Chick-fil-A.
So I don't know if there's a favorite. It'd be
Well, the challenge
it'd
is
be
you have to pick
several.
one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just go with Whataburger.
And you?
Chick-fil-A.
over everything. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A, it's the go-to.
You eating the sandwich or the tenders or the nuggets?
Between the sandwich and the nuggets, there's just
Or
something
what
about
about
the
nuggets
little.
in the sandwich?
Yeah, there you go, or both. And there something about their mac and cheese also. If you get the mac and
Yeah,
cheese,
everybody likes it.
yeah, it's really good.
The frozen lemonade's dope. If you ever had it,
No?
No, I haven't had the
I guess
lemonade.
now we're going to have to.
it's really good. It's kind of like lemon ice cream.
Okay.
Sort of.
Lemon ice cream.
Yeah, it's kind of like what it makes me feel like. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Like biting into like a York peppermint patty.
What would you do for...
A York
Klondike
peppermint
bar?
patty.
Oh, no, that's Klondike.
Yeah, Klondike.
Damn it.
So
Wasn't that the same type of
no,
thing?
Klondike bars were
Oh,
was it-
those are the... What the...
The ice cream.
ice cream
that's
with the
called
chocolate shell.
the sa-
Peppermint, York peppermint patties are the little peppermint
Those are damn
round.
Klondike.
Klondike bar. They were square.
Hmm.
They were square, and it was a chocolate shell,
They still are. They sell a bunch of them
and
still.
then it was wrapped in the foil.
Yeah.
And then it
Was
was
it
just,
cold or-
and it
or
was,
room
ice
temperature?
cream.
It's
No,
ice
it
cream.
was ice cream. York patties were room temperature. They're just candy.
Yep.
I'm thinking like
But
ice
they were
cream
peppermint.
sandwich.
That's like ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, that's just ice cream sandwich.
Well, no, like when you say Klondike, that's the first thing that comes to mind as
Oh,
ice
yeah,
cream
no,
sandwich.
that's why they were made where you would peel all around. You ate the Klondike bar like you're unwrapping a burrito in the foil.
Yeah.
Like you eat it as you go, you unwrap it as you
And
go.
I'm pretty sure I had one. I just can't picture it in my head.
Because you know you'd mess up if you like unwrap the whole Klondike bar.
And it starts melting.
It's
in
like,
your
oh,
hand.
no, you
it-
screwed it.
It'd be sliding in between your fingers
Mhm.
like Klondike bar ice cream.
Klondike. That's a
So-
damn ice cream sandwich.
Huh?
No, it's
It's
ice
not.
cream wrapped in chocolate.
Ice cream sandwiches are like, I don't care what it's telling you.
Yeah, that's it's
Well, no, I think they also make. Yeah, I mean, now
Oh.
I see it, but it's
Yeah.
sort of like an ice cream sandwich, except you have a shell and not a.
Yeah, but ice cream sandwiches have the bready.
Yes, I
Yeah,
know that
okay.
it doesn't have breading.
It is kind of breaded.
it's
It's
breading.
not
It's,
breading.
It's chocolate
it's like
breaded.
a chocolate
not.
brownie or chocolate cookie breading
Yeah.
with ice cream
Your
in the
fault.
middle.
Anyway, so that's
Man, they
awkward.
actually have quite a few.
So
have
pizza
to get
from
one.
Marcos, Chick-fil-A,
And the Whataburger, not
Whataburger.
Waterburger,
Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Huh.
Damn.
I wonder how many people listening are going to be like, guys, y'all are in San Antonio with
Little loose in the head or what?
a lot of fast food options, and those are your picks.
You know what I'm surprised is Whataburger didn't lose none of its nostalgia when they sold it to a Chicago-based company because they're owned out of a company out of Chicago now.
Yeah, now they are.
And so they didn't change nothing, which is good. I'm not being negative. I'm just saying that I'm surprised it didn't lose a little bit of its luster. Because usually when you sell out to a company from up north, they want to come into the South and they want to give it their own spin.
Yeah, because they hate people.
Yes. But these people didn't, and Whataburger's still about the same thing. So it's still good.
All right, so what would you get at Whataburger? What's your go-to there?
Damn, that's a good question. My favorite's always the chocolate shake.
And food wise, or
I just imagine Mike being like, I'm not going to eat there, but their shake is delicious.
The shake is delicious. In fact, I would go through there almost every Sunday morning after I leave HEB. I swing right through there and
Get a shake.
get a shake and usually a number one. Yeah, a burger or a cheeseburger.
Dairy Queen. Oh yeah.
You didn't ask me what I like from Whataburger.
What do
Because
you
I'm
like from
okay.
Whataburger?
Sweetened, spicy bacon burger, no mustard.
Hey, that's yeah.
But all right, so
Number 5. With no onions. I don't know what it is.
is that the one with the jalapenos or is that the number 4? that's
That
number
might be the
4.
number 4. But you can see the thing is you can get jalapenos on it. It's basically the same damn
I
thing.
know.
Mhm.
I think it's a bacon and cheese burger,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
but sometimes I'll get jalapenos on it. But then I'm thinking like, well, damn, that costs less than this. And
Okay, so you said Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen?
the blizzards, right? I think
Yeah,
that's
the Blizzard.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen, decent burger.
The
But-
dude, the chicken sandwich
Yeah?
and the spicy dude. Those were good. The spicy chicken sandwich.
Mhm.
What?
Just the way the spicy dude
The
rolled off
spicy
his
dude.
lips. Spicy dude. Yeah, I used to get like the Hunger Buster.
Buster, yeah, that's a good one.
But
No, we
the-
had one the other day with my mom. It was like a strawberry cheesecake blizzard.
Mhm.
The one right there by the house right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because you really think about it, like, where's the Dairy Queen around here?
The closest one I think is off of.
But is it inside or outside of 1604?
It's gonna be inside. It's over there.
See,
off
I've
of,
never seen
yeah,
Dairy Queens outside of 1604.
It's over there off of
I've only
Thousand
seen
Oaks
them
and
in
Nacogdoches.
basically in the city.
Yep.
Like
In
they're
the
only limited
city.
to there. I always wondered why. Like, why don't they build outside of Dairy Queen?
Because they hate people too.
Yeah.
Like
But-
the one that used to be across from HEB, they closed that down. Now it's a taqueria,
Oh well.
and that used to be the place to go. But then they have the one off of West Avenue by Murph's.
Yeah, they've got one in Kirby.
You know what I
County.
don't see no more hardly though is Lon John Silver's.
Well, I think
Dude, I don't think we're missing.
they
that.
merged.
Yeah.
Didn't they merge, or they have like both?
There's still freestanding ones, just Long John Silver's.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did the
They merged with the A&W, didn't they?
A&W,
Yeah.
just like you see Taco Bell's with KFC's.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the bad side of fast food? Ugh.
What, both of those, or just one?
I mean, you gotta like, there's got to be something in your brain, right? When you like pull up to like a AMW and a Long John Silver's duo,
Yeah.
and like you just are just that naive that you're not going to get sick later on. You know what I mean? Or it's like
Food poisoning 101.
it's like, how come every time I go to the just the Taco Bell over here, I feel like I fare okay, but every time I get Taco Bell in the KFC combo, I wind up on the toilet like I just
Yeah.
went through a crawfish boil. and we're in the 11th hour. The nukes are loaded and ready.
Are you sure you don't back out? No.
You will not backing out of this mission, sir.
Like
Well,
on
I don't know.
Throttle.
You ever seen Van Wilder?
Long time ago.
You remember that scene where they gave him was it like laxative or something when he's having that interview with
Yes.
the like the deans or whatever?
Yes.
And he's like, I'm bleeding.
Yes. That is going to be that's actually going to be the KFC side of the combo
Yeah.
of the two. Yeah. Is
Oh, I thought that was a Taco Bell side.
no, man. Every time I've eaten KFC, my stomach cannot handle KFC.
No, I don't like KFC.
So next time we should get KFC for dinner. That's what you're saying.
No.
Why?
It doesn't even taste good anymore.
It does.
Uh-uh.
Churches?
I'd eat Churches over KFC.
But see, to me, Churches has changed.
And if y'all are local, I'm telling you right now, if I had to choose, I would get Bill Miller's fried chicken over any of those.
Bush's chicken's not bad.
Just Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's is okay. The one I miss is Chicken Express,
Chicken Express.
and they don't have too many of those no more.
Bush's
I don't
is good.
think Chicken Express. No.
Yeah, it's all right. Bush's is
Or what
better.
about Golden Chick?
That's the
I
one I
like
was
Golden
thinking of.
Chick.
That's the one I
Oh,
was thinking.
Golden
Golden Chick. Yeah.
Golden Chick? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Golden Chick.
Golden Chick's not bad.
You know, I remember there's that one right up here. I remember, I think it was like 2016 maybe. I was working for that awning company, and they hadn't built the In-N-Out. They hadn't built a lot of that strip center. We were doing some awnings on one of the building besides the In-N-Out, and I remember the only place we had to eat was that Golden Chick.
Okay.
So we had to walk our happy butts all the way over there
Ooh.
and get that because that was the only place that was open.
Yeah.
And it's weird to see, like 10 years ago, you know, nothing was there, barely even there. Then now,
Now it's all full.
yeah, it's weird seeing that driving around town and places that were like trees, and just
Not cheese no more.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's businesses.
No, they're
you know.
quick trips. Yeah.
Our apartment complexes,
Our apartment complexes.
those things are going up quick.
I used to
Because
see
San
deep in the
Antonio.
woods there. Now there's just a big Dodge Ram right there. I saw that little deer die. Huh?
I see the first bear shit in the woods right there, but now there's houses.
He pooped in the woods.
Sorry.
Pooped in the woods.
Pooped in the woods.
He went dookie.
Oh man. So anyway, back to the
All
vegetable.
right.
Okay, so that was food. All right, that was good. That's a good little warm up. All right.
So food. Okay. What about best villains? And I guess in your opinion, who was the best 3 villains?
Mm.
And then from any era, like any any time of movies, you know.
Best villains. Best villain. Pick 3.
I say pick 3 that you could think of.
Well, it's not an exact science because I haven't prepped for this question. But
Yeah.
I guess off the top of my head, if I had to pick 3,
Or 2. You don't have to
probably
pick 3.
Freddy Krueger would be 1.
Okay.
Okay.
The original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert England. After that, I would probably say not necessarily the actor, but the villain itself,
Okay.
the Joker. That's just a good villain, like the Joker.
He's inside my mind because I was going to say the same.
And then
Yep,
I don't know.
Well, see that right there, all 3 of us agreed without even saying his name. We automatically pretty much know who the best Joker was.
Yeah, it's Jared Leto.
Jack Nicholson.
You know what? You can just go home right now, and you know what? I'm going to order you some KFC, extra spicy, and then you can live on the toilet for the next 14 hours because I'm going to keep ordering it.
Okay.
I'm going to have Beverly force feed it to you
You didn't like
for making
Suicide
that
Squad?
comment. Well, you know he plays the my God, what the hell was his name? Gray Skull or what the hell? Skeletor.
Skeletor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
going to. Yeah, I heard.
well, he is because it's already out or it's
It
coming
is?
out.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's coming out in June, isn't it? Or
but yeah, I mean we all know it's Heath Ledger. I mean, come on, it is. He played the best one.
All right, it's kind of like Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson was the best one.
No, I don't think that.
But
I think Heath Ledger. I mean, originally, yeah, Jack Nicholson was because they went through a lot. But then I think all around, the best portrayal was him. Let me put a smile on that face.
I don't know. It's
If I had
I
to
mean,
pick
the original Batman, that was a lot like comic based, you know, and Heath Ledger, it kind of gave him that like real person. Like
Right.
he could have been a real person.
he gave it that real Joaquin Phoenix kind of look on it.
No, because that was horrible.
I guess if I had to pick a third one, this is a good stumper question. I don't know. I'm just trying to I'm gonna just pull it out of my butt. But Magneto, I thought he was a good villain. I thought he was a pretty solid.
Young or old?
Just the character,
Or just the character.
just Eric in all his fashions.
Well, I mean, there's,
no,
you know,
because, I mean,
there's
he
a
was-
young version and an old version of
Well,
him.
either way, he's the villain.
mm-hmm.
He has his good moments where he does good, but I mean, you know,
Or before he became Magneto.
Mm.
In a way. I mean,
Eric. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, there's 3. Those are probably lame, but Freddy Krueger.
No.
Freddy Krueger was probably like the cooler of them all.
You know, I seen something the other day where he's coming back to play Freddy one last time.
Dear Lord, what is it? Freddy 2000 or something?
And I don't know. I don't know what the new storyline is, but
Freddy goes to Hawaii, living out of.
He goes to a luau.
Freddy goes to the porn shop or a strip club.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh.
All right. What are your 3?
Well, I'd have to say Michael Myers. That's a pretty good villain. Then I always liked the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man with the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire as the Spider-Man. The guy that played him, the Green Goblin. That was a pretty good one. And then
Which one?
uh
Sorry, I was looking up the Freddy if they were going to come out. They
Green-
might do a remake or a
You say
reboot.
Green Goblin.
The
Green Goblin off of Spider-Man. That was a pretty
William
good one.
Dafoe?
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
that's the one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he was good. He was
And
good.
then
Hey, how's it going?
Put it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Peter.
and then
Barker.
Well, he was good in the newest. Well, the newest. What is it? No Way Home, or
yeah.
he came back for that.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah, you haven't seen it?
Came back as a
Yeah.
ghost.
Well, him. What's his name? Something Medina.
Alfred Molina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melina,
Octopus
Medina,
or
same
whatever.
thing. He came back,
Okay.
and then Jamie Foxx came back,
Hmm.
and the lizard guy.
The
Oh my
lizard
God, what's
guy.
his name? He played the lizard in one of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think wasn't that Andrew Garfield, one of those
I think it
where
was,
he
but I
went up
couldn't.
against the lizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all 3 of those came back because, well, I don't want to get into that whole thing. So
And then I guess the third villain would be the Shredder off of the early Ninja Turtles, the 90s. There you go.
That's a
That's a long time ago.
random villain, yes.
Yes.
And it's quite the villain.
and I actually saw a little skit of that. I was like, God, that was so heinous. It was bad. Like I'm like, we really thought that was scary back then. Like the turtles were good,
With the
but
Shredder,
him
yeah.
is like, come on, y'all could have done a little
Look,
better.
there's something to be said about a villain wearing 50 pounds worth of armor
Mhm.
and blades that could take on a small army on his wrists.
Of what, shredded cheese?
Right. And yet he restrains himself enough to be a more
Yeah.
like sinister, hardcore villain by manipulating the young minds of teens to steal boomboxes and TVs and even TV dinners from the elderly.
Yep.
I think that was in a deleted scene from the movie.
No, it was in
It
the.
was in a deleted scene.
No, it was a scene because the lady was. Oh no, it was a TV she was doing.
Yeah.
She was watching and he stole. I
Yeah.
think it was a deleted scene.
Wasn't that Honey Boo Boo's mom? When she...
Oh God.
She was about 900 pounds lighter.
Oh, I'm just kidding. No, actually, she wound up just looking like Krang. But I'm kidding. She's doing great, I hear.
No.
Got her own reality TV show with many seasons, and
So it was what? William Dafoe.
Boop is still alive.
What was the second one?
Shredder,
And then
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Now, just a character or what? I guess what period, or is it just a character in general?
I like the earlier ones, like number 1 and number 2, the original, the 70,
Oh,
was
okay.
it 78 and 79 or 79 and 80? Those were the better ones.
I mean, I always heard that 3 was the best.
3,
What was that?
3 was the best.
It was music I cued for your.
Wow.
What was that?
That was a duck. We call him Mr. Quacky.
Mr. Quacky.
Trying to find something.
So for me, I'd have to make 2 Batman, like the Dark Knight references,
Okay.
and that would be Heath Ledger as Joker.
Mhm.
I think he was the best, almost like real world portrayal of Joker, just with his scars and just how he portrayed him. I mean, I think it was badass. And then Bane with Tom Hardy, I thought he played him good. So, I mean, as in a third, I don't know. I guess I'm waiting for Dr. Doom
Oh, yeah?
in the new Avengers movie.
Yeah, that's coming up.
I want to see how that comes out. Wow. Oh, man.
Holy shit.
And that's something you found?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
Yes.
So somebody had already thought that up and put it.
Well, only because of the reference picture.
Wow.
It was the river.
God. And what was that character's name in Turtles?
Honey Boo Boo.
No. Crane.
Crane.
Yeah.
Crane in the brain.
Crane or like?
Yeah, Crane.
Krang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Crane.
Krang.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like
Also starring Bebop and Rocksteady.
Me.
now, see, I thought they did good with those characters in the new one, how they created them, because they never had them in the original, did they?
Yeah. And
They were in part 2, right?
oh,
The
no.
Secret of Ooze.
No, they weren't in part 2. It wasn't.
So 3?
No, because remember in part 2, they got the wolf and the snapping turtle, and they turned them into creatures. They didn't have Bebop and Rocksteady.
Was that part 3?
Part 3 was, I don't
Was
remember
that
what part.
back in time or something like that?
The only time I remember Bebop and Rocksteady was the original cartoon back in the 80s.
Well, see, they
In the movie,
in the
they-
new ones,
In the new ones, yes.
yeah, the remake, they had them there, and they
But I
did the
don't-
same thing. I mean, they're just as big.
Hmm.
I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, they were good.
So, what about toys? What were the best toys growing up?
G.I. Joe. The little G.I. Joes.
Well, when were they ever big?
60s, 70s.
Yeah, they were
They-
big into.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
Barbie doll size.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, we can't have that because they were competing with Barbie.
No, it was. There's actually a story about why they did it, but They just wanted to market it differently, I guess.
So they shrunk them down to what,
That's where
3
the
inches or
whole-
something?
That's where all the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu Grit came out.
Oh, okay.
They had like fuzzy hair.
What was the little? You remember the micro machines? The little small mini cars.
Yeah,
Oh
micro
man, I used to
micro
love
machines.
those
Those
things.
things were.
Yeah, man.
Fun.
That guy. I always thought that guy was really better than the micro machines. I
Yeah.
thought it
Oh
was
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until I was like an adult and I started to question, how lucky he really was to have gotten that gig in the first place, because meth is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is.
That's them in the movie.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen those too. Those are good.
So what? What?
The toys. The toys.
Boys,
G.I. Joe?
well, you said
Yeah.
micro machines.
Well, that's
Micro
not
machines.
I had Voltron. I had all 5 of the lions when
Yeah.
I was growing up.
I didn't have those.
I had
You
all
didn't
the-
have Voltron? Yeah, I had the whole setup.
I had
dude.
the whole setup, and then I also had when I was like 8 years old, I had the whole He-Man setup with the castle and then the
Uh-huh.
gray skull and all of that shit.
I only had a few
Swamp Thing.
toys.
Yeah,
No, I don't
I
remember.
remember having him as a toy, and
Now, if you want to get to the early teenage years, my favorite was a slingshot or a BB gun, and that's only because
we weren't ever allowed to have that.
No, we were just playing with toys.
when I got about 14 years old, I got my first slingshot and my first pellet gun.
I think I had a rubber band gun
I remember those.
made out of
No.
wood.
Yeah,
Super Soaker.
Yeah,
That was more, super soakers.
yeah, super soakers.
And then now that they're still around, aren't they, or something like that? Or
Oh, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't
now they
remember-
have the ones that just shoot out like the little jets, like it's all battery powered.
Oh,
Yeah,
lazy.
like you stick it into the water and it basically vacuums all the water in, and it gives you like some of them it gives you a round counter. So like you have 100 rounds, and then it's like,
Really? Huh?
and it's all automatic.
takes away the fun of it, I guess, in a way.
Well, I mean that's technology. And we used to play swords, with the branch.
Used to do that.
Yeah, they fell off the tree. Bam! All right, and play your own Ninja Turtle. I'm Donatello.
What about Transformers?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
In the 80s, though, John. In the 80s. The
The
ones that if you stepped on
Bumblebee.
one, you would like
That was
be
it.
looking for a band-aid because
Yep.
you'd be bleeding.
Now they're all robotic.
Those were cool. I had this weird one. It was like the tail end of the 80s. I think they'd gone away from like the die cast, or it was like starting to use plastic. It was so it was a Transformer, the robot, but he turned into a gun, like a handheld gun, and he also turned into 2 things, and he turned into like a little kind of like a jet.
Okay.
And I always thought that was cool. I always had that, and I had the
And he turned into a jet, and
and
And a gun.
and a gun.
Yeah, Megatron.
yeah,
Later
I thought
in-
that was Megatron.
Was it?
Megatron. Yeah, Megatron.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he was originally the gun because oh god, what was that one with the cassette where it would pop out and it was like a cat or something. You remember?
Yeah.
God, Soundwave.
So,
Soundwave.
I think he would always, when Megatron would turn into the gun, he would have the gun
Oh, gotcha.
and then he would shoot like that.
I think it
Yeah,
turned
he had
into
the-
2 things.
Mhm.
I thought
And then
I-
later on, he turned into like a jet or something
yeah.
like that, or a
Right.
flying vehicle.
I had that. I remember I had one of those toy chests,
Mm-hmm.
and it was always open in my room, and it was like the Lincoln Logs. They were down there, and other just miscellaneous toys. But I had the big like 2 of them. Like they were pretty decent sized Transformers, like 12 inches. And then I had my my G.I. Joe. I had a jet.
Okay.
It's like a really cool, stealthy looking jet, right?
Mhm.
And it was so cool. And I used to love I used to love the vehicle ones because the vehicle ones always came with the operator,
Oh,
G.I.
yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
And they were always like, you saw them less because not every kid got like the expensive, big vehicle that came with the driver.
Right.
You know what I mean? everybody just got the $4 GI Joe in the packs,
Yep.
and when I remembered how much I hated that airplane because I rolled off the bunk bed one night and I landed in the chest.
No.
And I speared my side. I got up looking like Jesus, and I was like, "Oh,
God, what a reference!
and I wasn't. After all,
What, water didn't come out?
no, man, a little bit of blood, and I was screaming bloody murder. And my mom came in and
So
she was
be a
like-
man. Stop crying.
She was like, "Really?" I was like, "It hurt."
I rolled off a top bunk,
I'm going-
split my head wide open from the center of my forehead to the temple. One night my mom lived in Kansas. It was cold, and we were living in a trailer that had the floor vents. And I rolled off the bunk right onto it and split my head wide open. We spent the night at the hospital. It was fun. Blood gushing everywhere.
Forehead wide
In fact, you
open.
can still see the scar.
Wide open.
It was wide open.
Yeah, you still see the scar on my thumb from when I was playing Catch the Tadpole in the previous podcast, and it busted in my hand.
Yeah.
Cat's a tadpole.
Catching tadpoles, catch a disease.
Oh,
Better
God.
wash it out.
Remember that one time we were walking in the creek, and my
creek?
foot slipped and it went into the water. Of course, me. And we didn't even know how deep that puddle was.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been like 4 or 5 feet deep. It could have been a foot deep. Well, I think it was more than a foot.
Yeah.
But yeah, my damn foot, dude. Freaking, I think it went up to what, almost like my shin.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I was
Damn.
like, of course, yeah. Man, now I have to walk around with soggy, freaking algae infested freaking shoes.
Mhm. My
Could have been
OCD
worse.
would have killed me, dude.
Yeah.
If that were me, I'd have to just turn around and put my other foot in.
Just
I'd have to
to,
have them the same. Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't walk with one foot. It would be so weird. You know,
Oh,
I'm trying to think what else. I mean, there was so many. Well, I did have. I had Star Wars figures.
I had a few of those. Remember, I had one, and I looked it up, and he came out in one of the spin-offs. But I remember I had it, and I had looked it up, and that thing was worth. It was like close to $100 if it was still in the pack. And I was like, well, I mean, when you're
Yeah.
a kid, you don't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
now, like as adults, if for us that have kids, we would have been like,
don't open it. Leave
Yeah.
it in the pack.
You know, there was a toy that it wasn't so much a toy, but it was. I think if I remember correctly, they were sold in the toy aisle. But I always kind of feel like more adults bought them for themselves,
Mhm.
or they'd buy them for their kids, but they'd like can't play with it. And it was starting lineup. You remember starting lineups? And they were like the baseball figures,
yeah, yeah.
and they just stood. You know, you
Because
just.
they have the NFL, they have those too. Kind of the same
I
way.
thought those were kind of cool. You know, for a sports related one.
yeah,
Trying to think what else.
Oh God,
Also,
I'm good. All
um,
right, thank you.
they gonna have to.
what's another one? Come on, Mike. Another toy.
How many deliveries y'all gonna have tonight?
A lot.
What's another toy? Obviously the Ninja
Right.
Turtles. I had those growing up.
Masters of the Universe had those.
Yeah,
Voltron.
The little,
What?
the little
Transformers?
tap
Micro
deck,
Machine?
the little skateboards that you play with your
The
finger.
Tech
Tech-
deck.
Tech deck.
Or
Yeah,
what?
those. Yeah.
That was when we were kids.
Hmm. Well, later,
No, I think that was later, like teenage
about 13, 14.
Okay, do you remember Mad Balls?
ad balls.
They were like rubber balls, but they had like the mean faces on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What
Well,
about
they used in one of those in Ready Player One,
Yes.
where it blew up.
what
and-
about that silly putty? That little putty stuff where you could put it on like a newspaper and
yeah.
it would take
The one in
print
the
off.
egg?
And the one in the egg, yeah.
Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah, there you go.
Stretch
Stretch.
Armstrong.
I remember him because
Yeah.
I used to stretch it and fling it like a damn helicopter.
Do you remember? Do you remember in like the gumball machines, the ones where they would give you like the toy?
Mhm.
Do you remember the one that was like it was like
The homies?
it was like jelly, but it was like a string
Uh.
and a hand,
Yeah, the little slap hands or whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
Bella always plays with those. She throws them up on the wall, and then they
Uh-huh.
stick to it for like a month.
They wouldn't last a day. They'd already get dust on them, and then it just
Dirt.
wouldn't be sticky anymore.
Yep.
And then you just go and slap your sister with it.
Do you remember, who remembers muscle? M.U.S. How do you spell muscle? And they were
The signs you're getting old.
They were all little beige. They were little tiny beige characters, and they were different kind of wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
But like one that was like his head was like
weren't
the
they
shape
only
of
like an inch or two?
yeah, like one of them's head was like a pyramid. Like they were odd looking, like on purpose.
I remember those.
I think I made my what else? Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh God.
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin.
It was so fun to like put being a kid and putting two together. You could just take out the tape it came with, and just put in some Poison or some Bon Jovi.
I was going to say Metallica.
Let him do his thing. His mouth would just probably stay open.
Oh God.
He'd start spinning.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I remember there were the Thundercats toys. I remember those.
Thundercat, and they were supposed to come out with that movie.
They did.
Thundercats, Voltron. They were supposed to come out with all those, and then they just fell under the rug again. Mr.
Trying to think of what else.
There's a lot. There was these really weird. I can't remember what they were called. They were probably like maybe about 6 or 7 inches. They didn't. I don't think they moved so much like a G.I. Joe, you know, where like had joints, like just like the arms went up and down kind of a thing. But they were, I think they were like knights or like a futuristic knight, and they had bad villains and the good guys, but in their chest, it was like a sticker that was a hologram.
Okay.
And so like if you'd move it, like it would look 3D, like whatever emblem was like on the chest.
Yeah. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. God,
All
that's
right.
an old one.
All right. Best Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh man. Yeah.
You can't say Captain Planet.
No.
I was going to say the original, like Bugs Bunny and
I
the
was
Looney
going to say
Tunes.
that. Like growing up, it was
The Looney
Bugs Bunny,
old school ones.
Daffy Duck, like
Yosemite
all that.
Sam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those were funny. Okay, so since we know all that, so what's the best of the Looney Tunes?
Like in what sense?
Like, would you say it's the Coyote, Wile E. Coyote, and Roadrunner? Is it
Tom and Jerry?
in any of the ones with Pepe Le Pew? Is it
Bugs Bunny itself.
No, I think Tom and Jerry wasn't Looney Tunes.
No, they were
It wasn't?
later.
It was its own thing.
Well, I still like Tom and Jerry. All right. God.
Well, I love Tom and Jerry. There wouldn't be Itchy and Scratchy if it wasn't for Tom and Jerry
Yeah,
on The Simpsons.
that's true.
Really.
Ren and Stimpy.
There may not have been a Ren and Stimpy if it wasn't for Tom and Jerry. Stimpy, you idiot.
No, I think one of my favorite was Yosemite Sam
Oh, was it Elmer Fudd?
with the little son.
gonna catch me a rabbit.
Yeah,
Well, Elmer Fudd was cool because that's when you really saw Bugs Bunny interacting, like, you know.
What's up, Doc?
I don't know. I always like I think I always liked the
Or what was the
Coyote and the Roadrunner.
that was a good one.
the rooster?
Leghorn.
Yeah, that's yes.
With his little son. That was a good one.
See, like those.
Always trying to get in a fight with, what was it, the pit bull or
Yeah.
the bulldog?
Like I try to get Bella to watch like Looney Tunes, but it didn't catch her attention.
Well, I think, you know, even though I think we were kind of growing out of it, my sister was into it, and I thought they were great, was the Tiny Toon Adventures.
Yes.
Slick. Tiny Toon Adventures was fun.
So yesterday I was bored at home, and you know that Tubi channel,
Yeah.
they have the Flintstones and the Jetsons on it. So I
Oh,
watched the
yeah.
Flintstones, the old Flintstones.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, take me back to my childhood. No, I didn't watch porn and masturbate. I was watching cartoons.
Delete. Segment to delete.
That was around let's see, 40s.
So yeah, you were saying Flintstones.
Bam bam. Woo! And that
And the Jetsons, yes.
Yeah, and the
Yep.
Jetsons.
Mhm.
and bam bam.
Yep.
Bam, bam.
Oh, what was that one?
Sure it was.
What was that one show? The dinosaurs.
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 Was
Yeah.
that the name of it?
Not the mama. Not the mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
was. That was good.
Which was almost kind of like the Flintstones meets like the character. Like
Yeah, I remember they showed like the last episode when the asteroid was gonna hit, and I was like, man, that kind of made me damn sad. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not back then, or maybe it did make me sad back then, but I was like, damn.
okay, back to it so we don't get off track. Best cartoon.
The best cartoon.
Best cartoon growing up.
Oh,
You already said yours.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see the Ninja Turtles.
So I'm gonna have to agree with Mike on that one.
The Ninja Turtles.
Either that, well, it'd be a tie between that and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was really good too.
I always
that
like
one
G.I.
too.
Joe.
Yeah.
Cobra Commander.
Yeah, Destro,
True.
the Baroness.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was gonna say one that I forgot. Is it G.I. Joe? What was yours?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. Damn it. Oh, I was gonna say Masters of the Universe,
Okay.
or even the Smurfs. That
Yeah,
was pretty
Smurfs
good.
was
The
good.
Smurfs was good when. Yeah. Did y'all ever see the movie they come out with? What was it? A year ago? 2 years ago now?
Yeah,
It was
I
pretty
think
good.
they
It
had
wasn't
like
bad.
3 movies, 2 or 3 movies.
Mhm.
It wasn't
Those were
bad.
good. Yeah,
Gargamel.
Gargamel, yeah.
like Gargoyle, but Gargamel.
Oh, here's another one that was good growing up was freaking Garfield. Those were fun.
Garfield, yeah.
And what
Garfield
was the
was
other
good.
one? Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Or who can? I actually just found out this only ran for like less than 2 years in its entirety. Was Inspector Gadget.
Oh wow.
It was only
Really?
2 years it ran?
Yes. It was only around for 2 years. It was like
And then was it just like reruns after that? Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
you Gadget. Yeah. Penny.
Wasn't there a more raunchy like Garfield character? I could have sworn there was.
at the time?
And it might have been at the time, or it not. It may have been later on.
Well, that was more like Heathcliff.
I want to say
Like
it was
he
something
like
else.
because they were like he was part of like the gang, the street alley, the alley cats.
Alley Cats.
You know, he kind of had like a no F's given kind of attitude.
Yeah.
He was kind of like a bully cat, sort of like his poop don't stink. Meow meow.
Man, I could have.
Tell you another show I missed that they don't have on no more, and that was the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
The cartoon?
No, the show. It was a show.
Oh,
The Dukes of Hazzard
oh yeah.
with the General Lee, Roscoe Pico Train,
Yes.
Bo and Luke Duke, Daisy Duke,
Boss Hog.
Boss Hog.
Mousehole, Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Yeah.
Eh,
Are you thinking about Felix the cat?
was it Felix?
That was an adult cat. that was for adults.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah. Trust me on this.
No, it wasn't that. Her dad told me about it.
Well, then,
And I don't, yeah, I don't know.
so yeah, you know, he's been around.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
yeah, that's it.
I think we've exhausted the listeners on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned for the next episode. Mike's got something up his sleeve.
The more clean version of it.
Yeah.
That's not possible with you. But we will see what comes up. Until then, take care of yourselves out there.
In a world where 3 dudes share one mic, legends are born. Okay, maybe not legends, maybe like mildly competent guys who question their own sanity. Anyways, show's over, go to bed.